people of YouTube, my name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and I am sweating my ass off because I had to turn off my fan and my AC to make this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Dean guilty of trademark infringement and counterfeiting in Gibson Flying V case. Gibson retains its U.S. trademarks for the Flying V body shape and the Explorer body shape, the ES body shape, and the SG body shape. So the Les Paul, I believe, the majority, I think, of Gibson's, the body shapes are, and the headstock shape, especially the headstock shape, are trademarked. So you can't do exactly that. You have to change it up a little bit, or it counts as counterfeiting, or what has been determined to be counterfeiting in this particular case. So a jury has found that Dean is guilty of both trademark infringement and counterfeiting of Gibson's body shapes in an apparent win for Gibson and the two companies' legal battle, which a lot of people are annoyed at Gibson because, you know, Gibson has been very sue-happy lately, if we're being honest. The ruling filed today, the 27th of May, so yesterday, comes at the end of a 2-week-long trial that says hundreds of pieces of evidence admitted that several notable witnesses either take a stand or contribute via deposition. The jury found that Dean infringed on Gibson's body-shaped trademark for the Flying V, Explorer, and SG, as well as a separate trademark for the Dovewing headstock and the Hummingbird acoustic guitar. Dean was not found to have infringed on Gibson's standalone trademark for the Flying V. The jury also found that Dean's marketed counterfeits the Flying V, Explorer, and SG body shapes in the Gibson Hummingbird. It is not guilty of marketing counterfeits of the Dovewing headstock shape. While these rulings are a victory for Gibson, the jury did find that Gibson delayed in asserting its trademark right for the Flying V and Explorer body shapes and the Dovewing headstock shape. All of these cases, this was ruled to have caused undue prejudice to both Dean and its investment partners, Concordia. Importantly, it was ruled that Gibson is owed $4,000 in counterfeiting damages per counterfeit trademark. So that means per individual guitar sold or offered for sale, Dean now owes Gibson $4,000 each, which who knows how many thousands of guitars or hundreds of thousands of guitars that is. So that's going to add up to probably several $1 million. None of the Gibson trademarks were found to be generic enough to warrant cancellation, and so in the U.S. at least. Okay, this is U.S. specific. This is not necessarily in other parts of the world U.S. specific, so that will, subtract a number of those guitars. At least Gibson retains trademark for the Flying V body shape, the Explorer body shape, the ES body shape, and the SG body shape. Gibson has released a press statement regarding the ruling, expressing satisfaction at the results. The court decision by jury today to uphold Gibson's long-established and well-recognized trademarks for Gibson, innovative and iconic guitar shapes, is a win for Gibson and the music community at large, it states. The court found that Gibson trademarks are valid, the Gibson shapes are not generic, and the defendants were guilty of both infringement of counterfeiting. Gibson is pleased with the outcome after years of simply trying to protect their branded business through well-recognized intellectual property rights and the rights to have been for Gibsons for decades. So I love how they say innovative. Iconic, definitely, because they've been around forever. Innovative, not so much. Maybe back in the 50s when the body shapes, 50s, 60s, when the body shapes actually first showed up. But I would definitely not use the word innovative. Gibson, the Theodore, I guess you could call kind of innovative, but at the same time, that is based on an ancient design. So is it really innovative to bring back something that was created, back in the 50s? So, that is what it is. Gibson's guitar shapes are iconic and are now firmly protected for past, present, and future. From broader perspectives, this court decision is also a win for Gibson fans, artists, dealers, and related partners who expect and deserve authenticity. Yeah, play authentic. We all remember that little fiasco. Not to mention for all of the iconic American brands that have invested in meaningful innovation and continued protection, only to see its duelted with unauthorized and often illegitimate knockoffs. Gibson can now focus attention on continuing to leverage its iconic past and invest in future innovations with confidence. The CEO of Armadillo Dean parent company, Evan Rubin, said in a statement, "We are thrilled that a Texas jury has vindicted Armadillo and ruling for Armadillo on its defense to Gibson's trademarks claims for a Dean V guitar, Dean Z guitar, and Evo headstock." Why are they thrilled? that they now owe them a crap ton of money. Doesn't make sense to me. The jury found that Armadillo is not liable to Gibson. Oh, that's the, read the next sentence. The jury found that Armadillo is not liable to Gibson for our long use of those guitars and headstocks. The jury issued a judgment in the amount of $4,000, a mere fraction of the $7 million plus originally sought by Gibson. It's not, though. The $4,000 is per guitar. It says right here, importantly, it was ruled that Gibson owes $4,000 in counterfeit statutory damages per counterfeit trademark, per type of goods sold or offered for sale. So it may very well hit that $7 million plus mark. It says the story is still developing. I think this is just stupid. Let's see. I'm going to do Dean Flying V. Let's do images. I mean, the body shape, yes. The headstock is not by any means a ripoff. Because it's specified. Can we buy a Dean Flying V right now, brand new? Yeah, you can buy one right now from ZZ Sounds. Maybe this was. I think this was back in the day. Dean lawsuit. Excuse me. I want to see some Dean lawsuit guitars. Yeah, that's interesting, because if Dean has always been using that kind of reverse headstock, let me do like Dean 70s Flying V. Let's see here. I said Dean, I didn't say Gibson. Let's see here. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Lawsuit era guitars. Let's see if we can find any information about this, because I am very curious. Let's see. Lawsuit. What is a lawsuit guitar? Let's see if we can just find any images. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, I'm trying to see if I can find, like this isn't Ibanez. Like, that is clearly a blatant copy of a Gibson headstock for the Flying V. But, because it's interesting. I was surprised. I don't know if they're continually going after companies as well, or specifically they're going after Dean. I mean, to my knowledge, they were suing multiple different companies, but body shape, yes, 100% yes. It is basically a 1-1 of a Gibson style shape. At the same time, who knows? You know, who knows? But if that's the headstock they're basing it off of, I mean, yeah, I guess if you compare it to that, that is a 1-1. So I guess, I mean, that's basically what the article stated anyway. It's based on the body shape. So it says trademarks for the Flying V, Explorer, SG, as well as separate trademarks for the Doping headstock, the Hummingbird acoustic. Dean was not found to have infringed on Gibson's standalone trademark for the Flying V. So this is not for the Flying V. That is for the Explorer, the SG, and the Hummingbird. I know. Let's see if I can just Google like Dean Hummingbird to see, because I am curious as to what these things actually look like. Hummingbird, Hummingbird. Guitar. Gibson. It doesn't look like a ripoff to me. My guess is back in the day they probably just like copied and pasted the pick guard, because based on what they're saying, it's been a while. You know, cause undue prejudice. Basically, they said Gibson delayed in asserting the trademark. So my guess is this is probably more from the 70s, possibly early 80s, if they were doing a 1-for-1. With the copies of the headstock shapes as well, because that'll definitely do it. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it. So Gibson won this case. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're down there, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to tell me what you want to see for future music and related guitar videos. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching Gray's Guitars, and as always, have a good one.